going everyone? This is Mark with AdTech, and in this video we're going to be checking out some Apple Watch bands from LAUT. We've got two bands here. We've got the Active Watch strap and we've got the steel loop. The steel loop is actually very similar to Apple's Milanese loop, and I think it's actually a really great alternative. We also got the Active strap, which is made of rubber, similar to Apple's Sport Band, but it does have a different clasp. Each of these are made with good materials. The magnets on the steel loop are very strong, and they all have aluminum clasps. Installation is actually incredibly easy, and while it is on all Apple Watch bands, this one is actually easier than any other band I've ever installed. They slide in very good, and they uninstall incredibly easy as well. These are the easiest bands I've ever installed, so these are actually sized perfectly for the Apple Watch. Taking a look first at the steel loop, we can see that it is made of a mesh metal and it has a magnet clasp on the end. This is incredibly similar to Apple's Milanese loop, and I have to say it actually feels exactly the same as well. The material is very flexible, but it's also incredibly soft. It feels like a solid piece of almost fabric. It's really cool if you've never felt a Milanese loop before. And I have to say, after using Apple's real one and this one, they both feel exactly the same. The magnet is pretty strong on this one. Of course, they do get worse with time, but as of now, at the beginning, it's actually a very strong magnet. Now, my only complaint about this band is that typically it's going to be used on stainless steel Apple Watches, but the clasp they use that goes into the watch is actually a matte aluminum look. It doesn't match the shininess of the Apple Watch, which is kind of disappointing because this band is typically used on a stainless steel and not a matte aluminum Apple Watch, something I would have liked to have seen. We do have the same color on the Active strap, but for me this doesn't look as bad since it's blue on silver rather than silver on silver. Take a look at the Active strap. It is very similar to Apple's Sport Band, but it is a little bit thinner and the clasp is different. The material is all rubber and it feels pretty nice and soft. It's also very flexible, which is nice. And just like Apple's Sport Band offerings, this does come in many colors. This is turquoise, but they do have other options as well. Putting this band on is actually a little bit hard, but it is very similar to normal watch bands. But once on, it feels pretty nice. It's a little bit bulky on the bottom, but everything fits well and it looks very nice. One thing I like about this band is that it has plenty of holes in it, so it can fit most size wrists. Keep in mind though that they only include one size band. There's no small, medium, and medium large. You only get one size. The Milanese loop is very easy to put on. You just kind of stick your wrist through the hole and then you can adjust the magnet. It fits very nicely. It feels soft and nice, but keep in mind that it may snag some of your hairs on your wrist. But overall, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm a big fan of these watch bands. They're very high quality and very similar to Apple's own offerings. So if you want something a little bit cheaper, these are a great option to go for. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you want to pick these up, links will be down below. And be sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. This is Mark with AdTech, and I'll see you in the next one.